Man star Billy Bob Thornton was recently on Howie Mandel's podcast, and he shared his thoughts on politically active celebrities. Take a look.
I'm not really big on, like, at award shows, all of a sudden start talking about saving the Badgers and stuff. It's like you'll get your, like Ricky Gervais said, just like, get your little award and off, you know?
Right.
I don't know anything about politics. I have no idea. I mean, and the stuff that I believe about it, I don't want to force it down somebody else's throat because I'm not an expert on that.
All right.
Yeah. Well, imagine bragging about how uninformed you are.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I think he's saying more, it's like, I'm not an expert, so my opinion...
No,
like,
I don't know anything about politics. You're an American citizen. Don't you watch the
well,
news?
I would say
Don't you
that
read the paper? Come
I
on.
do think the civic participation, our vote is a privilege that so many have died for and fought for, that to be participating in our political structure, you need to inform yourself enough to vote. I don't think that every celebrity needs to scream from the mountaintop what their thoughts are, because I'd much rather see them march door to door and recruit people voting in your local government, helping people...
No, but they have an influence. I mean, Springsteen right now and Robert De Niro have big audiences.
No, they have...
And so does, wait a minute, so does John Voight and Kid Rock, okay?
No, they have audience.
All of them have the right to speak out.
They do.
Right
They have the right to
use your platform.
See, and the only people applauding them, though, are people that agree with them.
I actually do think you have an obligation. I think we are at a crisis point in this country. I think democracy is participatory. I think when you have a platform, that means you have an outsized voice. And when you have a platform, I think that you have a responsibility to speak up about what's going on in this country. In my view, silence is complicity.
And every minute,
we need every single ally to speak out.
Every day we get closer to an autocracy in this country. We're about to lose it. I think that people don't seem to understand what's going on.
But if I may say, okay, A, Billy Bob Thornton's one of my favorite actors. I'm never going to say a bad word about him, starting with that. But B, a lot of this table criticized George Clooney when he wrote his Biden op-ed. That is a celebrity using his voice, saying what he believes.
Fine.
It can't just be when they agree with your position.
He can say it and I can criticize
but here's
it.
What
That's called free speech.
I think that oftentimes we give too much weight to what celebrities say when they wade into things. I care way more about, honestly, I call it slacktivism. If you get on social media, you do your post and you're like, I did my part because I have 1 million followers. No, go door to door, get involved in your community, get deeper on the issues. But I don't think we should bully people into saying you have to speak out if they don't feel like they're experts.
It's a litmus test of the mobs. Right now, people speak up and half the world wants to hate them. So when you're looking at entertainers and people that are looking to unify people, if they feel so called, like Kerry Washington does, to be civic and loud, good for her. But if you don't feel that, I'm tired of people saying, no, now's the time. What do? Get on Instagram and just say, I hate Trump.
And now is not the time. I don't know when is. But what they say matters. We don't need more uninformed takes right now. We need informed takes.
Okay, as one who can actually speak to this, you have every right to feel how you feel. Celebrities cannot go door to door to people's houses because it's hard to do. So people can do their thing the way they can do it and be grateful that someone is doing stuff. I'm not mad at you if this is not something you're comfortable doing, because you're doing something I don't know you're doing. I believe that people are taking care of business the way they need to.